Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Luke Nance Monster back again with another video, and this is a little bit of a different video for the channel, but today I'm going to be talking about what I want to see out of the Bad Batch TV show. So, yeah, this show airs in about 2 weeks now. It's really close. I believe the first episode comes out on May the 4th, and it's going to be like a 70-minute premiere, something like that. It was over an hour, which is really amazing. So, I cannot wait for that on May the 4th, which is I believe just no, it's a little bit over 2 weeks away now, which is just great. So, yeah, I want to go through what I want to see from that show. But if you would go down and hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because I do really appreciate it, and we are aiming for 2,000 subs on the channel, so I would greatly appreciate your subscription. Anyway, though, there are so many different things that I really wish that we could get from the series, and this is what I think, at least, we're gonna get. So, main thing that I want is I want this to feel like the Clone Wars. I don't want this to feel like a totally different TV show. I want it to feel like the Clone Wars. I want it to feel like a really long Clone Wars arc of the Bad Batch, and like basically a 5 season Bad Batch arc is what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like the Clone Wars, and I just cannot wait for this show. And there's also so many different characters I want to see make an appearance in this show. Mainly, starting off is of course Captain Rex. So we now already have confirmation that he will be showing up in the show with this clip from the trailer. And honestly, I just cannot wait to see him. I really want to see what happens to kind of connect his character from end of Clone Wars to beginning of Rebels, and I think there's so much they can do with that. One thing I really want to see is how he gets the ATTE that they have in, of course, Star Wars Rebels. And one thing that I've definitely been seeing, I've seen in the trailer, Bad Batch driving this AT8 or ATTE, and maybe this is the one that they somehow give to Rex. And I think it's a great theory. I think that something I'd love to see. I think it's a good explanation on how he gets the AAT or ATTE. Sorry, I totally just had a brain fart there. But yeah, another thing, two more characters I 100% want to see in the show, and that's Wolf and Gregor. And of course, like I said, going along with that Rex arc in Star Wars Rebels, I want to see how Rex removes both Wolf and Gregor's ships, and I want to see their reaction to Order 66, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I want to see how they end up on that planet with the AAT or A. I keep throwing that. I'm just gonna call it the Walker. Okay, simple. How they end up on that planet with the Walker, and going on with Gregor there, I want to know how Gregor survived. I want to see flashbacks, storytelling. I don't care. I want to know how Gregor survived that arc in I believe it was season 6 that he died, quote unquote. I want to see how he survived that, because those are some pretty big explosions. I know he is a clone commando, but I want to see how he survived that. I want them to explain it somehow instead of just saying he's alive. So I think that'd be super cool to see, because Gregor is one of the coolest clone commandos that we've seen in the Clone Wars, and I definitely want to see that. Next up, I want to see Ahsoka make an appearance. So I know that I know, at least if you watch the channel, I say that Ahsoka is so overly used, and I think this is a good time to bring her back, though. Like Mandalorian, I just feel like it's not her time. She was a Clone Wars character, and I think she should have stayed in that kind of area. I think her appearance in Rebels, I didn't like at first, but now going back and watching it, it's so classic, and I actually really like what they did with her character. I liked how it was brief and how they kind of made her disappear with that fight with Vader. But I want to see her come back in this. I believe that actually this takes place right after Order 66. I don't care when she comes back in the series, but I want to see her make a brief appearance. Of course, she will be a little bit older by the time she probably makes an appearance. But if she makes an appearance at the beginning of the TV show, it'll probably be pretty she'll still be pretty close to the same age. Around 17 is, I believe, what her age was in that final season of Clone Wars. And I think that's great. I think we need to see her and kind of get that explanation on how she became that lost Jedi kind of at the end of Clone Wars there into a more mature Jedi. Even though she's not a Jedi, I know people are going to call me out for that. But, she's definitely more trained with the Force and lightsaber and everything like that by Rebels. So I want to see kind of how she gets that, and how she kind of connects with the Force after Order 66. And speaking of Order 66, I want to see Order 66. I want to see the Bad Batch's reaction to Order 66, and especially Echo, because, of course, Echo's got a bunch of stuff going on with him, but he still has an inhibitor chip. We don't know about the Bad Batch. We don't know if they have inhibitor chips or how they will react to it, but we know Echo has one, and I want to see how he reacts to it, whether it just doesn't work because of all the stuff that's gone on with him, or if it still does work and the Bad Batch have to get him under control because he's going trying to murder Jedis. I just want to see all their reaction to it, and yeah, I'm just super excited to see more of Echo's character. And I want to see Echo's reaction to hearing about Five's death, because Echo and Fives, they're a great duo, and I want to see Echo's reaction to Fives and how he discovered Order 66. And I don't know how this is going to happen. Maybe Rex explains it to him somehow, but I want to see that happen. Another group of characters that I want to see come back is Delta Squad. And I know this one's probably not going to happen, but there's so many people that just hate on the Bad Batch because they're replacing Delta Squad, quote unquote. And of course, Delta Squad is canon, and I want to see them, even if, again, if it's a brief appearance, I want to see them come back and have some kind of meetup with the Bad Batch. Like I said, Sev probably won't be there because he died in the game, or at least we thought he died. But I think that'd be a cool like arc to the Bad Batch show, is them helping find Sev or something like that. I think that'd be super cool as kind of like a Delta Squad or Republic Commando 2, but in like TV form. I think that'd be super cool. And I also want to see their reaction to like post Order 66 as well. And then there's two more clones that I just direly want to see how their story unfolds. Number one is Commander Cody. So there is a bunch of theories that this guy is Commander Cody. Well, I think that'd be amazing. I'd love to see that. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think this is probably Crosshair. And I want to see how that story arc goes with Crosshair. But I definitely want to see Cody. Whether if Rex somehow gets him to remove his chip, whether he stays with the Empire, I don't care. I just want to see how his story unfolds. I think that'd be really cool to have Cody as kind of like a antagonist of the Bad Batch show. I think it'd be cool because, of course, he's a beloved hero and a beloved clone by many fans. It'd be cool to see him take on a antagonist role. And then next character is, of course, Fox. We don't really, I mean, we do have a canon death of Fox with Darth Vader killing Fox in the comics, but I want to see a on-screen reappearance of him, whether it's him with the other Senate guards or whatever. I want to see, again, what happens to his character. I know a lot of people don't like his character, and I think them doing an on-screen death with Darth Vader would be so cool and definitely please a lot of people. And speaking of which, I want to see Darth Vader. Darth Vader's so cool. He's going to be in his prime right after Order 66, and I want to see Darth Vader go and kill some remaining Jedi. And I know that's pretty dark, but I want to see it happen. I think it'll be super cool to just see Darth Vader in the Bad Batch show. And again, knowing Dave Filoni, it's going to happen. I really think it is. Same with Jon Favreau. I just think that they are very good storytellers, and I think they're going to find a way to incorporate Vader into the story somehow, whether it's at the beginning or the end of the series. I think it's going to happen. And then the last thing I want to see is eventually what happens to the Bad Batch. Whether they all get killed, whether they join the rebellion, what happens to them. Because you would expect them staying with Rex, Gregor, and Wolf on that ATTE, but instead they're not there in Rebels. So I want to see what happens to them. Are they dead? Are they somewhere else? What happens to them? Are they joining the rebellion with Saul Guerrero? I just want to see what happens to them and how their story unfolds. And again, this will probably be towards the end of the series. I believe they signed for about 5 seasons for the Bad Batch, which is going to be great. 5 years of this show is just going to be insane. And yeah, there's so much stuff I want to see with this series, and it just being in a perfect timeline, like right after Order 66, is something we haven't really seen in Star Wars before. And I want to see just how the Republic transitions to the Empire, and how like the clones get affected by that. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, the like button and subscribe. And comment down below, what do you guys want to see from the Bad Batch show? Those are the main things I want to see, but I want to know what you guys want to see. So comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.